So Nalyssa Smith is in China right now, and I mean, when Nalyssa Smith is just around, stuff happens. And again, I'll say it. Like sometimes it's maybe not Nalyssa Smith's fault. A lot of times it's not Nalyssa Smith's fault, but like, for lack of a better word, stuff seems to follow her. And she almost started a brawl in her first game in China. Yes, Nalyssa Smith almost started a freaking brawl in her first game in China, which is like, I mean, madness. Absolute madness. But still. Let's take a look at this right here. Let's take a look at what happened. So, first of all, there were just like some of the normal stuff. Like at the start, you can see she's photoshopped into her team's picture. She didn't get there in time for the team picture, so they photoshopped her in, which is hilarious. And then, like, she is playing in games, but she's there giving out. The problem is that she's there giving out about travels, like making traveling gestures, saying I got to teach them what a travel is. The problem is that Nalyssa Smith is, I will say this, she might have committed some of the worst travels I've ever seen. Do you guys remember the one she got kind of stumped on a cut and she just ran. She got stumped on a cut and ran against Dallas. And then in fairness, that's a serious pass. I got to give her credit where credit's due. This is a ridiculously good pass. But now we're on to the big thing. So, let's full screen this. Let me take my face out of there. So, as you can see here, Nalyssa Smith is down here in this position. So, and by the way, what is funding these leagues? They're playing in school halls, and some players are probably getting paid hundreds of thousands to play in this league. So nice pass there. Nalyssa Smith with a seal. Why Nalyssa Smith was missed for the wide open layup there, I don't know, but this level of basketball is not particularly high. So, the shot goes up and in, and Nalyssa Smith just gets boxed out. Probably a box out with emphasis, but boxed out. Probably a foul. I'll admit that. And then, while she's doing it, Nalyssa Smith drags your one's arm, which is, again, nothing. This is nothing so far. And then Nalyssa Smith launches the ball is that at her or at the referee? I need to see this again. Nalyssa Smith just picks the ball and just throws it at her foot. I'm like, it's not, actually to be fair, it's not as hard as I thought, but like, she threw the ball at her foot. Oh no, there's frustration that she threw the ball at her opponent in frustration. Then her opponent threw the ball back at her out of frustration. And then Nalyssa Smith chucks the ball in her face. And then the teams get into it. The referee runs away. It's my favorite part about this. But like, I'm sorry, Nalyssa Smith is in the wrong. Like, all the comments are like, oh, she shouldn't have thrown the ball at Nalyssa. Nalyssa threw the ball at her first. Like, Nalyssa threw the ball at her first, she threw it back, and then Nalyssa Smith threw the ball at her face. I know, like, Nalyssa Smith's in the wrong here. You're one foul, Nalyssa Smith on the box out, but after that, Nalyssa Smith was the instigator. Like, nothing's there. Nalyssa Smith, out of frustration, throws the ball at someone's knee, and then she threw it back, and Nalyssa Smith got her in the face. At the same time, I do think Nalyssa Smith was not going in for the fight there. Like, it was a bit overblown. I will say it's probably been a little bit overblown, but still, we are looking at, in her first game, oh, my camera stopped there. We are looking in her first game, Nalyssa Smith starting a freaking brawl in China. And like, that's something that is just, it's mental. Like, she's lasted one game. People are like, oh, she's not going to last long over there. I mean, fair. I mean, very, very fair. Like, someone just said, don't act dumb. 14 pushed her first. 14 did not push. There's like two players that are kind of tussling with each other. Like, kind of an overly aggressive box out. And then Nalyssa Smith kind of got her back. It is what it is. Then Nalyssa Smith threw the ball at her. Like, I don't know if she got ejected. I don't know if it was a technical foul. But, like, it was needless either way. Like, it should have ended. She should have just tossed the ball to the referee. Not threw the ball aggressively at her leg to start this whole crap. But at the end of the day, look, no punches were swung. It is what it is. But, like, for the first game, she didn't even last her first game. As well as that, they won. They were up 8. But how long to go? There is no time. I'm trying to find the time, and I was like, I cannot find the time. But they're up 8 in the fourth quarter. They're going to win the game. They are going to win the game. But, like, at the end of the day, like, what's she trying to accomplish? Like, the last thing you want to do, you are playing in school halls, but getting paid 5 times your WNBA wage. The last thing you want to do is screw that up. And I get it. Liz Cambridge literally tried to UFC fight other centers last year. But I'm like, if you are smart about it, you're not going to want to piss off players in a league where you are being drastically overpaid. You are being drastically overpaid to play in this league. That is lower level than college D1. But still, like, touch wood, everything's good. She played well. I do have to say, Nalyssa Smith did play well in the game. I watched clips. I watched what I could of the game. She did play well. But, like, she should play well. It's the CBA. Like, she should be averaging close to 30. Kennedy Carter's best player in the league. Like, I don't even know if Liz Cambridge is back, but, like, she's... To be fair, Liz Cambridge is a better player than her. And she is the most mobile post player. Like, the post players she's coming up against a lot of the time are going to be, like, Kalani Brown, Cardoso, and etc. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I just want her as far away from the Fever as possible, even for her own sake. Because I think if she stays with the Fever, she is out of the league, and she's out of the league within 2 years. Like, I don't think she stays in the league. If she stays with the Fever, she's in the league more than 5. She plays more than 5 years in the league. I think if she leaves the Fever, she'll have a good WNBA career. I think for her own sake, it's best for her to leave the Fever. But I just don't. I don't see with the players there, with the coach, with the way they want to play. I don't see Nalyssa Smith being a fit at all. And hopefully she has a good year in China so that she can keep printing money there in the off seasons. So anyway, yeah, that is the video, lads. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.